Kenmore?
He's not
Where's
here.
Kenmore?
He's not here.
Right.
He's not here today.
I'm washing all of the things that the cat shit on.
Oh, God.
Just indiscriminately. You know, it's all like, yeah, I'm just going to shit here and there and the other thing.
That's so sad.
I'm sorry, love.
I'm so sorry. I don't want...
And I'm not just a cat person. I love dogs, too. It sucks. But
so you're not gonna allow anyone to be able to contact you or be able to make sure you're gonna be okay, or you're gonna be just fall off BTR. You're gone.
I'm
okay.
gonna teach.
Sometimes you need some time, babe. It's okay.
Mm-hmm. Right? Who said that?
That's Freddie.
Was that Freddie?
I'm Freddie.
Yeah.
Hi, yeah.
Yeah, hi, Freddie. Hey,
Hey, girl. If you need to take some time and relax and let things pass through your mind that need to. Just take care of yourself, girl,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's time to take a break, and you know what? I think Iconoclast will understand this. I think it'll be really fun to teach one of our friends, if I might use that word, lesson about how to disappear.
Okay. I see what
Thank you for that.
No, not you.
Okay, that clip's a lot longer than I thought, and I wasn't finished playing it. The funny part's at the end. I can't scrub forward, so sorry. But anyway, that was just an example of how people get tired of BTR and they have to leave eventually because of all the drama sometimes. I've endured so much drama on this thing and so much intolerance and so much bigotry and hatred from people, yet I have stayed and I have continued to fight. And that's what I've always said. I'm not somebody who's going to run away. I'm the kind of person who stays and fights, okay? And that's why I'm still in fucking Dallas, Texas, where I fucking hate it because of all the bigotry and hatred and intolerance and the idiocy here. I stay and I fight. I don't run. So that's why I'm still here. However, on BTR, the BTR universe, there are still people who have a huge issue with drama, creating it, and hating people because they're different. One of these people is Debi Daly, who has continued to antagonize me and continue to say negative things towards me on BTR and continually show me hatred and despise me for some reason. I think because she's just secretly in love with me. I'm sure that's what it is. But after I play this, I'm going to play a clip. Actually, I forgot to play with my mother who called into the show. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and play the Debi Daly clips. There's about 5 minutes long total. And then we'll get to that. Be right back. But so now getting to the asshole of the week. The asshole of the week is, Mrs. Debi Daly from, her show here on Blog Talk Radio. She actually called me, as I said at the beginning of the show, she called me a fucking, what did she say? Oh, she said, get out of her room, get out of my room, you fucking faggot-ass faggot. Get out of my room is what she said. And she proceeded to block me from her room, and she did. And then I tried to call her, and she wouldn't take my call. She disconnected me. So, and then as soon as she says this, she turns around and says to me, or says on the air, now he's going to say I'm a bigot. He's going to say I'm a bigot. I'll have you know, I donate to, or I'm part of the Gay and Lesbian Alliance here in Dallas, and I am not a homophobe. I have nothing against you. Okay. So you just call me a fucking faggot, you fucking faggot-ass faggot, excuse me, and then you turn around and say you have nothing against gay people. Well, that's like saying, calling somebody a nigger and then saying you have nothing against black people just because you have friends who are black or whatever, and yet you still use the N-word. Fuck you. It's all the same. If you have some sort of fucking, if you have enough ignorance within you to call someone a faggot, or if you have enough ignorance in you to call someone a nigger, it doesn't matter to me what you donate to, what you're part of, or any of that bullshit. It doesn't mean shit, because anyone who truly believed that, or that if that were even true, anyone who truly were a proponent of gay rights or of racial equality would never use those words in the first place. So fuck you, Debi Daly, you fucking backwards redneck piece of shit. I fucking think you're disgusting. And you're a fucking liar. And you're a fucking fake. And I know this is true. So you say you're going to take us down, all this kind of bullshit on your show, whatever you said in your show that night, and you say all this bullshit how we're trying to take you down. I don't give a shit about you. But when you come at me with, homophobic epithets and then tell me that you turn around and tell me that you are not a homophobe, it just shows that you're a fucking hypocrite too. So fuck you. And fuck anybody else on BTR who ever calls me a faggot, because it doesn't hurt my feelings. I just feel like it makes you a sad, sad individual. It shows your level of stupidity. And then that was in January of this year that occurred. And later, about a month ago, she continued to email me while on her show saying that I had no reason to hate her. And continued to say how wonderful a person she is and how loves gay people, even proceeding to have a gay person on her show that she hadn't had on her show in months at that point, just to prove a point, which she just kind of proved my point. But anyway, so this is the rest of what happened recently. That really just proved to me that everything that I'd heard about her was true, because up until that point I didn't really know her that well. I'd been to her show a few times or whatever, listened to her show, and I talked to her a few times. And before that, she and Vincent the Bay ganged up on me about a year before that on his show. So I didn't really like her, but I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt. But once I did, that's what happened. And so obviously she proved everybody correct. So I didn't exactly have the best, I don't have the best relationship with her, nor do I want one. But I do want to say this, though. She emailed me. After that happened, after I went to her chat room, I emailed her. I said, why the hell did you kick me out? I didn't say anything to you or do anything. What are you talking about? So she sent me an email via the Blog Talk Radio messaging system, and she said this. She said, message, you silly boy, LOL. Okay? And then I didn't respond to her. And then she said, I don't know who you are, and frankly, I don't want to. Do yourself a favor and stay out of my chat room. Trust me, you don't want a war with me. No one has won yet. And then she says, now ask me if I care. Stay away from my show, bitch. And then I kept going to her show because I knew it irritated her. And so, because, whenever you go to somebody's show, they pop up their picture or whatever, their icon pops up on your listener list. And so she says to me, look, buddy, I don't know. I didn't do anything to you. Just stay off my show's listener list, and this will be fine. Got it? If you don't like me, stay away. Easy? Capiche? Okay. And then she said it again the next day I was on there. She said, again, tonight, you're on my listener list. Why do you insist on being at my show and hating me? Please learn to stay away from the things you dislike. It's simple. Okay, and you have to realize through all this time, I'm not messaging her through those times. She just is doing it all on her own volition. And I'm not saying a word to her. So finally, I respond to her, and I said this to her. Where is it? I said, listen, you ignoramus. If I want to listen to your show, I will listen to your show. And you listen to my shows from time to time, I have noticed as well. I rarely actually listen to your show. Only if I think Laszlo or someone else I like will be on, I will pop in and listen or see if he's in the chat room, because I actually don't mind him. And occasionally to hear you butcher the English language and laugh at your lack of education and your religious zealot babble. Besides, your show can be entertaining just for all the wrong reasons. You should be asking yourself why it bothers you so much. Besides, that's all the more reason for me to listen. And no one tells me what to do, least of all some bobblehead from the sticks. And then she responded, LOL, I could buy you, LOL. Okay. And then I responded this to her. This is on the 16th of May. I said, LOL, you could probably buy me a Big Mac, but not much else. Your incessant, pretentious attitude doesn't change the fact that you're a broke-ass, redneck hick living in a lower-middle-class home with beaucoup debt and who feels the need to interject that Vic drives a Porsche and you have a bed by Hendreden, which, by the way, is not all that nice since I'm a designer. That shit is hideous. And have to overcompensate for your insecurity with lies about how much you supposedly have, how much money you supposedly have. If you want to play the money game, I guarantee you between us, I would win. But unlike you, I don't equate socioeconomic class with the value someone has. Besides, those with money don't feel the need to let everyone else know they have it. It's only those that don't that need to let everyone know what kind of car they drive and where they live and what kind of stupid fucking bed brand they own. Give me a fucking break. You're such a fucking wannabe. Just be happy with what you have and who you are instead of constantly trying to be someone and something that you are not and never will be. Then maybe people won't think you were such a fucking lunatic. And then she responded today. I just read these like 5 minutes ago before I started my show. She says, okay, you called me out. Shut the fuck up, faggot, F-A-G-G-O-T, in caps. Then she says, I didn't respond to her or say anything because I didn't see them till now. Then she says, go suck a dick. Go take it up the ass. In whose world can you ever talk to me like this? You are beneath me. And yes, butt muncher, I could put your ass on my visa. LMAO. Go to hell, sissy boy. Okay. So this is the person this is the real woman. This is the real her. And I have no clue what she said about me on her show. I have none. I don't have a clue. I know she said something about me, but I don't know what. So I don't know what her response to all this was or how she couched it to be, but this is the truth. What I just read to you, all these emails I just read to you, is everything from A to Z that has happened between myself and that woman since, I don't know, the past few months. So if you look at the pattern here, you will see that she came at me over and over and over again. And when someone comes at me, I typically don't entertain a response if it's somebody I don't really give a shit about, like her. But if it's incessant, which is what it's been with her, she will absolutely continue to she continues to kind of press on and on and on. Well, then absolutely, I'm going to respond to it because I just get sick of it. So that's my response. And so what I want to say about her is, hold on, we're listening and agree with your letters on this part. Good job. Make sure you listen to every decision I did. I may or may not listen to her show. I don't know. But anyway, so that's the truth. Everything I said, I don't know if she read the truth or she read some version of her truth. And most likely, people who are like this, pretentious, fake liars, just give a version of their truth and not the whole truth. I gave you the whole truth. So I have nothing to hide about myself. I've been very honest about who I am from top to bottom. So if you want to know something about me, all you got to do is ask me. When it comes to her, though, however, she is absolutely, positively not to be trusted. And she gives this song and dance about how sad and how virginal and how sweet she is, when in reality she's going around saying, go suck a dick, go take it up the ass, butt muncher, etc. So, and first of all, to tell a gay guy to go suck a dick is redundant. To tell a gay guy to take it up the ass is redundant. To call somebody a butt muncher is also redundant. So, I'm gay. I suck dick. I take it up the ass. And so I like to do those things. And so you're not telling me anything that I don't already do or don't already know. And to say them as an insult doesn't affect me or bother me in any way. So the reason I wanted to address her is because she is, as I said, the perfect case study for she can't fucking tell people who can listen and what they can say about it. Oh, exactly. I know. She's evil and stupid. Absolutely. So I absolutely wanted to just say that she's the perfect case study for someone, if you're talking about people who are pretentious, fake liars. And look, I have plenty of information I could give about her and proof of that she isn't who she says she is, but I'm not going to do that. And the reason I'm not going to do that is because I don't care enough to do that. And, it's all public record, public information. It's all very easily found out who she really is and how, putting the truth next to what she actually says. So you can, if you're interested in knowing the truth about her, you can find that out all on your own. Everybody knows her real name or whatever. But the truth is, I do find her to be, she has this show on here. And I think this is true of some people on Blog Talk Radio. Let me first say this, though. For me, my show is just an outlet. It's like a blog. To me, it's like a place where I come on here and talk about things I'm interested in, talk about politics, talk about topics or whatever. It's not a place for me to come on here. It's not my life. I have a show occasionally, once a week, twice a week, maybe. I don't have a show every single day. I don't call it a real show like I have a real show, like I'm going to come on here and actually get a show or something on Sirius Radio or terrestrial radio like she apparently wants. So I'm not interested in that at all. I'm interested in just getting my voice heard, and that's it. And that's all, and having real conversations with people. Now, for her, and I think for some people on Blog Talk Radio, they really are mentally ill. I mean, they have a true mental illness, and they really are unwell. they have a real problem. I mean, really.